going for the banks, you know what I'm saying, and the central banks and all that jazz. So their customers were absolutely in the institutional realm. So that is, I see why the 125 mil, right? But I think the only places we'll see them going after next is exchanges that sold some of this stuff. But I think, but in the end of the day, dude, like it's still bullish because when you look at the grand scheme of things, this whole, SEC versus CTFC, right? Like,
All you
meaning where they're an
fought
actual
for,
commodity,
all you
like the
believed
big
in,
ones already got that classification,
ultimately
right? So I think, and the biggest one too
meaningless.
was that Ethereum piece, because inherently, if Ethereum was classified as a security, then all the tokens built on top of it would technically fall in that category. So that's another one of those jump scares that is literally out of the way too, right? So like, think about it, right? Like, I'm telling you, there's so many bullish news going on that they're not talking about this loud enough, and it's on purpose, right? Because if they literally just told you, like if you look at really what's going on and be like, you can kind of determine, like, hey, at some point it's going to be like completely game on, right? And so, I mean, you know what would happen? It'd be complete pandemonium, dude. Like we were just talking about the other day too. Like the moment they lower rates and people can get like cheap loans, you know damn well people are gonna be buying all kinds of crazy shit. So, yeah, it's bullish, dude. Totally bullish.
So glad you're with us, Mids. Enjoy your workout. That is very responsible of you to be taking care of your body. At the same time, expanding your mind, hopefully, with the talks here in the spaces. Yes, I hope that you continue to be able to listen and the reception's not that bad. Well, before you go in though, if you can, have you had any more AI works, articles, anything that you would like to share so we can support?
I got a little lazy. No, I've had a lot of work.
Craft to Special Forces. Setz vom is where the Wahrheit found
I've
the
created
artifact
a
of
few
Surrexes.
stuff from that pedo thing that I posted here and there, but nothing like you guys are always I appreciate everything.
Find that relic, and we'll do the
You guys are
same to
always there if I
artifacts
have any
in one
questions on
list.
things. So
Search
at the
the
current moment, I do
excavations.
not.
Yes,
Just keep
I
doing what
will
you guys
comply.
are doing, and I'm just here to give the same support as I can back as well. But yeah, I appreciate that, Carla. But yeah, anything you guys pin up at the top, I'll definitely check that as well. Always learning something in all the spaces, pretty much. I mean, I learned a little bit of something.
Can you tell us what the relic actually looked
That's
like?
why we keep coming back.
Might help us find it.
At the end of the day,
that
what are
memory
we? We are
is
just constantly
gone.
iterating,
There's a lot
making
I can't
better
remember
humans of
about my
ourselves
past.
whenever possible, and to each
Then
other.
we must summon those
Wow,
memories.
I see
There is a
Adam
stone
Tastic
monolith
in the
nearby.
house.
Let us begin there.
That is really cute.
Hi,
Welcome to Web3
understood.
Encore. Wonderful to see you here. We've got our awesome friend T2. Hello, T2. Hoping that popcorn is popping or being enjoyed at the moment. Yes, thank you so much for coming back up. Undiscovered Goats. How has your last 24 hours been?
Hey, Carl. Hey, everyone. Yeah, yeah, it's been crazy actually. Whew, just been,
My friends, is your
trying to
search? They
really
can search all they want.
push myself.
If my men could not find that relic, no one
Yeah,
can.
outside my comfort
When
zone.
we do, Oberführer,
Trying
there
while
will be
trying
nowhere
to
you can
bring things
hide.
together with
Picked
this
up a
event.
house, did you? Let's go
As
shopping.
as I told you, like I think yesterday, like I don't really talk much, so I'm very introverted. So yeah, like it's been good trying to reach out to a couple of people. Hopefully we get sponsors. Spread the word, more support about the event, and really start putting things together and to make the event something that is something that people here in East Africa can really start exploring all this cool stuff that is available now for the whole world, and hopefully build
Thanks to you.
solutions that tailored to, you know, African needs. And, you know, even, of course, I don't believe everyone that we're gonna, you know, educate maybe is gonna build solutions, as we all know this space is filled with different people and different intentions. But, you know, just trying to get, you know, more African people in the space and see what we can build for, you know, our countries here, because we really do need infrastructure like this, because we don't have infrastructure here. And you know, it's so important for us as artists, you know, to come together and build it. So yeah, yeah. Hopefully, I can also get that. Don't you know, yeah, I'm just gonna pin here. If you have any, you know, friends in East Africa, you know, you can send them the link and apply. Yeah, we're gonna be having 10 artists, and the art is gonna be curated in the event that's gonna be happening in September, and onboard them to the Gamma marketplace, which is I think it's a Bitcoin ordinal kind of thing. Yeah, so yeah, I just need your support, friends, and yeah, have a nice day. I think just gonna be. I'm gonna try and get back to animating, because I also do 3D. So yeah, have a great.
That sounds fantastic. Look at you, all around artist, entrepreneur, you know, making changes, waves in your side of the world. That's the way to do it. Just, you know, one day at a time. Glad that you have been getting out of your comfort zone. Like I said yesterday, like that's taken me a long time too. I definitely am an introvert as well, but we got some awesome friends here, and of course J5, who, you know, continues to push all of us to keep at it and do things out of our comfort zone. But we can't do it, you know, alone. Right? We all need that push, that accountability, that support, and our friends and family in the space really do keep us going. So awesome. Yes, go ahead and pick, you know, what makes the most sense for you. Super excited to continue in this work, and be patient. There's always going to be ups and downs. Wow, J5, we've been doing this for 140 spaces. And I tell you, you know, no matter what night, no matter what day, I always learn something new, always have lots of laughs, which is the best, and I never regretted a single one of these days. We must space. End so, this war together. How do you feel about it, J5?
It's very therapeutic in some cases. Just having a great conversation. Definitely learning new things, right? Like obviously we all have our place or a piece to share, and it's definitely awesome. So yeah, no, great. I mean, and, you know, some nights are just, you know, different topics. I have had to scavenge ever since I deserted. Have a great time. So yeah, I love it. I do. You obviously know this. So 140. I call this demon blood. Many more. The figure of speech, surely.
Yeah, and also, you know, congratulations to you guys for, you know, being so consistent on this. I mean, it's such an amazing thing, honestly, right? You know, those abominations never like should have risen. You know, it's not normal, you know, being able to, you know, have all the spaces and, get up, my you know, friend. Keep at it every week. You know, it's just, you know, so inspiring, and, you know, you guys are doing something great, and lucky to keep at it. It's really, you know, educating people that maybe you know and maybe you might not know, but you know, it's making a very small impact that you know really is important to, you know, the world and the future generations. So yeah, keep at it.
That's awesome of you to say. I'm just going to note. That gets me really motivated to keep going. Even on the days where it's like IRL's been kicking my butt and I'm just so tired. But yeah, I always get pumped in this space. So thank you very much. I do want to shout out that RCF has posted something really
We'll just leave
spectacular
that guy
here from
alone.
Adam
He's hiding and
Tastic.
playing.
Adam
Talking.
Tastic sounds like hosts artists, and they had a guest today. Look at that, like very cool streaming. So check that out. Thank you so much, RTF, for pointing it out and letting us know. And certainly hope to hear from Adaptastic anything that you'd like to share with our friends and fam, so we can get to know each other and keep growing and learning in the space.
It would be wasteful
not
to take
point
this.
That out. We've got T2 up here. Hello, sir.
What's up?
A mercy killing.
How's everybody doing?
What's going on, T2? Doing good.
I don't know, you tell me. I just got into your space a little bit late, but I don't know if I missed out on the intro or what the space was about, but I'm sure the song was pretty awesome. Blinded, just playing.
No, that's not a song. That was actually us talking about the time that Colin stepped on kitties, because he was blinded by the light as it came in, and he was just like, Fi,
I will give this a purpose.
Let the shenanigans begin. T2 has arrived. T2 5000.
I feel strange.
Oh yeah.
This better be worth it.
You know,
The encryption key.
I don't know if I want one, but
Half of the writing appears to be missing.
You know,
The Wahrheit uses discipline.
No, I actually like it without something, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Well,
Assured me it was safe.
T2, if you... Go ahead.
He's probably wondering how I got that live footage of him saying good morning, kitties.
Knowing something and being able to do it to different
Oh my goodness. T2, if you live alone, you definitely need a kitty or you need a puppy. You know, we've got Patrick here. He's ready to let some puppies go. We got Cohen here. Please take them before he hurts them. Hey, Cohen, good morning.
Professor.
You make me sound like this kind of animal.
You're a huggy what?
not only a person wasn't
we simply have mutual interests. And if Kraft still lives, it is because you
No,
have
the kitties
failed to
really
kill him.
are adorable.
No.
They're so big, too.
We have a whole army with us. So there are some street cats that come just for food and they stay there. We can't pet them, but they just jump us. And in the morning it's everywhere.
Well, glad you're here, Cohen. Good morning to you. Awesome that you wake up and you think of us and join the space all the way from Belgium and you hang out and you let us pretty much roast you for the rest of the space. So kudos to you. Much I hope you're not blinded by the light again.
While riding his bike.
I've got the, I've got the song in my head. I remember the title.
Mel Gibson.
Victory comes to those who prepare.
That was horrible.
On Mr. Torres' own men's corpses. He must pay! You struck me. That is all the reason I need.
Don't go that way again. Yes, I'm calling PT.
He didn't even hear the song.
Oh yeah, he missed the song, but you know what? Let's call him anyway. Let's see if T2 answers.
Another reason to hate you.
You may exfiltrate while it is active.
Sorry, Colin. We're screwed.
Yeah, I'm calling
You know what? I was waiting for rain.
No,
It was just coming so soon. I was like, oh my god, I'm almost there.
That's okay though. You see now, even when it goes to voicemail, you can still pick up. So that's what happens. So you're good to go.
So who sings it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Abandon
that's
all hope.
I knew
You
it was
enter
the
here.
Weeknd. I was like, is it Bruce Springsteen or the Weeknd? Let me see.
I'm so happy.
They hit very hard. Your attack was a cry for help.
The band
That
is
was
called
your answer.
Man's Food, Man's Earth Band.
Yeah, but there's someone else.
Scout is shattered.
It is the Weeknd. It does have something light.
I'm going to brush my teeth and wash my mouth. This is the weekend song of the weekend that I'm reading.
You must fight on, my friends, till the
It's
room gate
called
powers
Blinding
up again.
Lights by the Weeknd though.
Yeah, not the same.
Yeah, but that's the song.
Well, welcome. Yes, J5?
I was just gonna say he needs to listen to the Bruce Springsteen version.
Oh yes, very very. We have to bring some sort of to the spaces for sure. Hello, hello,
The next best thing to victory may.
Gear art. I'm so sorry. I will try to do better. We've got Juicy back. Hello, hello. I was seeing that RTF, of course, in true RTF style, is currently doing some comments. He did one for headlining against Karate Combat, which reminded me there is some interesting news coming from the Karate Combat influencer Fight Club. So I don't know if you follow or you know the Thread Guy. Thread Guy is pretty OG in the Web3 space. And is apparently going to be in the next influencer fight club, fighting against Martin Shkreli. I'm not sure who that is, but yeah, Thread Guy, like I said, pretty big in this space. That is going to be in the next Karate Combat event happening in Singapore on September 18th. A little bit over a month away. But yeah, that should definitely be a fun one. Have you heard of the Thread Guy? He's got his Bitcoin ordinals puppet as his PFP at the moment.
Yeah, I've heard of him. He likes the top line. We'll see.
He's got to put his money where his mouth is, huh? His
You will not die today.
I know you would not leave me behind. Yeah, I love it. I love to see how Karate Combat is just like killing it, continues to show up for all kinds of different events. I'm not sure what's happening in Singapore, like if that's tied to some kind of a crypto event. All of the recent fights usually have been. But yeah, looking forward to it. They skipped August. They have been doing the event every single month. What do you think, J5? What do you think of this one coming up in September?
Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait.
Hitting me was a bad idea.
That's not gonna stop. Because it'll be off. The waiting just
Let your spirit strike hard. You are too dangerous for me to ignore.
I vote.
You vote, yes. Is it up only or only up? Up only gaming. If this is the first you hear of Karate Combat, Karate Combat is a very easy, to sign on. It's an app. You download it, you create your account. It's seamless onboarding. Pretty sure they still give you karate tokens that are on the Hedera blockchain when you sign up. And here in the spaces, sounds like J5 is going to continue this tradition. We do some competitions, some games with their friends and fam, and give out at least 1,000 karate tokens to the winners each night. Yep, 2 weeks ahead. J5 sounds about right. So that we can get all our friends onboarded, get you guys some tokens, and then you go out and you vote on the Hedera app for your favorites, or you can delegate to someone else. Some friends in the space who are really, really good at this and they place awesome bets, so that was the way to go. Voting opens, I'm just saying, in the next 38 days, so we definitely still have some time before this main event, KC49.
Karma found you at last.
And I need some tokens. I don't have that many. So, gonna look to build my bag a little bit more. But that's awesome, J5. Looking forward to continuing in the tradition of the giveaways. Thank you.
May it help you prevail.
No, sounds awesome. Can't wait. I think Singapore's in a big good place.
Absolutely.
Don't take me out if you can't pay the bill.
You didn't hear J5? You didn't hear me? Awesome. In other news, I don't know if you guys saw today.
Grafson for some bullshit.
Spill it.
Oh yeah, that dead.
Did I spill it?
Yeah.
Now there will be a third to watch
That's for spirits.
Ghost of Ruin
I lay
has
you
a
to
premiere
rest.
date of August 15th, guys. That's less than a week away.
You
monster!
I knew it was them, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, they
We
just
get
did a
away
very
with it.
minor announcement. Somebody was like, why wasn't it like a big announcement? Kippy's like, calm down, Taco. We're getting the image together, the videos together. I even went to the gala
feel it working.
account and I didn't
Down to the soles of my feet.
they're keeping it on the phone.
Dog go down. Gods can remain.
Big words. Don't download.
Ghost of Ruin. Definitely been looking forward to this one. It's been in the works for quite some time.
On the workbench.
J5 wants to tell us a little bit of the history. I know you've been
always
following way
talked
more.
about creating a Wunderwaffe.
I mean,
Of Wonder
it's
Weapon.
obviously one
Your
of the
filthy hands off my equipment.
one of the avenues
You
or
simpletons will ruin all my work.
genres they want to go for, right? So animation and
My allies, if you need to exfil, the rune gate is now active.
anime obviously has taken that to a whole other level. Like, I mean, it's funny enough, right? Like some of the conversations when we had around it, and I had been telling you specifically what my take on anime and how I felt like that was really have a big place, right? It was kind of like you're like, well, like it kind of was like not that big of a deal, right? But now if you look at it, it's like you can start to see Crunchyroll, now Crunchyroll and all that stuff around. Like library,
You were a soldier.
stuff, right?
Die like one.
Now, when you think of anime, they think of Japanese animation, right? But it's bigger than that. Like, if you look at like Netflix, like there's literally an entire section just for this. Like they strip them down. Like they actually have, they're not just leasing, like licensing this content. They're now making this, right? So there's a huge category more so Gala that diving in. It's dated. You know what I'm saying? Like in the end of the day, like
It's my duty to silence their wrath.
Yeah, either way,
Not hurt anyone else.
I think it's just, you know, step in the right direction for them, you know, obviously get the content out there, right? So start getting more things to review, but long term, right? Like, you know, having shows, animations,
Right in your screaming
You'll
mouth.
have to fight until it opens again.
that's gonna really set them on the map, right? So, again, if you start looking at some of the requirements for these shows and these animes again, online and all that jazz,
They cannot be allowed to live.
now let's step back into the reason why Gala exists, you know, keep the IP in the hands of the creators and all that jazz. Like, I don't see why you wouldn't see more anime start coming over to decentralized platform, because at the end of the day, like you should, like, if you really dive in, and again, this sounds, what I'm about to say, it sounds really crazy, but some of the best animes, one in particular that I actually started off as a manga, animated it. The actual guy that died writing manga because of the level of pressure that he had amid actually
Light in your eyes is extinguished.
This is crazy. Child is like again, how, like, you know, his family would say, like, yeah, like,
Your misdeeds are now behind you.
so much that he didn't care.
So much
It all
anger.
added up.
So much strength.
My whole point is, like, you know, that's a whole other realm of this, right? There's another level of this.
It's a bitter pill to swallow, but a pill would be easier.
Industry, right? That some of these artists or writers, creators go through just to get their work seen or sold. So, that's the old way of doing it, right? Where they're like basically killing themselves to create this content to sell it to this bigger fish. And at the end of the day, pays them off and whatever, right? So, long story, I think it's a great step forward, and I think it's just one of many big things to come. But again, you know, this is just one anime, right? One actual show. But what I look forward to is, you know, the next steps, what's coming after this, right? Yeah, I'm excited because as I mentioned to you, like, I was able to snag one of the actual, like, not executives, I forget which one I got. It's one of the, I think it's the second to the top tier NFT on that, sort of like the Razer Genesis stuff. So definitely when this one starts going, I'm going to be getting some of those film tokens as they go. This is one of those, like, if you had got it in 2022, you weren't, it was like so vague, you had no idea where it was going to go, right? So again, I'm super excited. I hope the rest of the series stays on here, because there was some talk that same comment we actually heard about Razor's season.
That hurts.
But I do think that also, like, you know, as a creator,
These creatures need a head on their shoulders.
you're getting paid for what your work is, right? So, I would imagine it's kind of just like, not so much like love, but kind of just like, hey, this is what we need.
Do the same for me.
It's right? Because it also means that these artists are now seeing
We survive.
right?
You
You're either gonna take it or you're not gonna take it, right? I think
will not catch me at
anyway, I know dive deep, but I think
gone but not forgotten.
No, I love it, J5. Thank you so much for giving giving us that overview. Yeah, I mean, we talked about Ghost in the Moon a while back, of course, into Razor, checking out all the titles, but I can't
Your
wait.
suffering is ended.
I have really got into all of the animation
Hitting me is a bad idea.
I definitely see the value in the method of
Return
storytelling.
to the earth,
This one
Unreal.
is an action horror. So I need to see, okay, how much horror are we talking about here? I don't do horror, but I think
I call you Onyo because that is what you are.
it should
The
be fine for
vengeful
me.
dead.
Yeah, but that's crazy the story you were talking about the manga creator. Like, we need to get Tasha Caulfield to tell that story.
A very good
that sounds
item to
fascinating.
find.
It's pretty crazy. It's like one of many, right, that have like just like dedicated their lives doing this stuff because they know they have people that really enjoy it. Right? But at the end of the day, they're doing it because they also have to get paid, and sometimes those things don't meet up, right? So they gotta do what they gotta do. But yeah, it sounded like it was really tough, and the deadlines and the pressure
Pack a punch. Such a
completed really drove into the mental health and just physical health. So, but again, that's just one of many cases of the entertainment industry of driving to literal edge,
Stand back, wretched thing.
Really deep. Well, now you know. I'm sure we're gonna start to see a lot
So
more
much anger,
information,
so much strength.
post about this. But Ghost of Ruin coming soon to Gala. So if this is the first you hear of Gala, I did make some recommendations yesterday. Gala is a decentralized platform. There's Gala. I started with
You
Gala
are too
Games,
dangerous
then
for
Gala
me to
Music,
ignore.
now Gala Film. They've got a trifecta going on. It is, we call it premium.
Headshots
So
are
also
kindness.
super easy on gas is we will get to trade like series moments and other
very hard.
without having to pay ridiculous gas. Nothing at all, pretty seamless. The entire team has been really on top of things, and now they've got something else in their place. Really excited
Not
about
halfway.
what that Kala is doing, and we get to see someone else in the team, so can't wait. Speaking of awesome web, shout out to all the friends
Feel
and
my
family
wrath.
who help support and amplify. As you know, I have been collaborating with the Bingeable marketing team with the streaming and release of Project Shop. I just pumped up the latest post here of a quick video that was taken with Big Love and myself at the Hollywood premiere, where we got to see it in the big screen, and now all of you are invited and welcome to stream it on Bingeable. I do have a link in my bio that will take you directly to the Bingeable channel, where you can watch it. It is a $10 rental. It is another way for creators to amplify their work straight to the fans, cutting out the middleman. All the proceeds go, most of the proceeds go to the filmmaker, in this case Miguel Faust, who today made a really awesome thread about the influences of the film. Calladita is the first Web3 film fully funded by NFTs, the first European film fully funded by NFTs. Miguel has been in the space for a while. He got over 600 degens and fans and advocates of decentralization to help him make the film. It is now a full feature. Yeah, take a look at that thread, guys. It's so cool to see the side-by-side shots of the shots of Calladita and where he got those inspirations from. If you take a look, one of them is a shout out to Quentin Tarantino. So yeah, definitely influences from all types of cinema helped create Calladita and make it what it is today, and it is now available to stream on Bingeable. So check those out. Thank you so much for all the support, and hopefully you guys get to watch the movie and let us know what you think.
You go through ammo like shit through a goose.
Fully funded by NFTs. how exactly did that work? Is it by NFT sales or?
Great question, Colin. I'd love to answer that. So, basically, Miguel Faust is from Spain, and he went to film school. And one of his final projects in film school was Calladita, the short. So it's about 15 minutes long. It actually aired on HBO. I think it's currently on HBO Max. I'm not sure, but yeah, I did a thread on the history of it, which I will find and also pin up. But from that short film, he tried to go out and get traditional finance. He went to all the places that he wanted to go to, knocked on all the doors, and got the money, and he was shut down. And he was not having it. He did not believe it when they said that he didn't have a quality story or product. And so he decided to look for alternative sources. He had already been in the crypto space. In fact, he was a CryptoPunk, one of the big Web3 NFT communities. And he took shots from the short, and those photographs then became the collection. So there are links to the collection in OpenSea. This was, back when NFTs were all the rage. And we often do wonder and talk about, like, if he had done this nowadays, like, would he have been able to fund this film? Okay, I just found it actually. So I'm gonna. I did this one. This was last month. But yes, so the NFT collection helped him raise. I'm trying to remember how much. Like over 600,000 for sure. Like at that time. That's
Wasn't it like 700K or something?
Oh, yep, you're right. The sale raised $700,000 in NFT sales. He had over like 600 folks buy them. And that is how he was able to finance the production of the film.
Stop until I kill them all!
See the long form feature film. He wrapped that up, I think about a year ago. He has been going around doing the festival circuit in Europe. He even had a theatrical release, which did very well. The film is in Spanish, of course, with subtitles. But it really does focus on
why must I always slaughter?
Inequity.
I never wanted to become
empowerment. Of course, there's a big subplot of crypto and Web3. In fact, throughout the entire film, you're gonna see huge NFT accounts. I highlight here Claire Silver, who's very well known and regarded in the AI world. She's got 2 works that come up in the film. You've also got an awesome Fidenza in here. You're gonna see Bored Ape. You're gonna see Nouns. Just all kinds of NFT projects decided to jump on and license their work for the film. So, this is just one of the ways that different communities in Web3 can come together, because it can be NFT art, right? Combining film, combining music, going out to the community and, getting like Razor did, right? Getting auditions, getting actors and storytellers, other opportunities. So just really excited for me to be able to be part of this distribution of the film, because Calladita Popcorn, which I share in the second part of this post, was the first NFT I ever had. And that was gifted to me by Jeremy, our friend Sir Jeremy Bott. So we've come a long way. Thanks for asking, Colin.
Who gives weaponry to a mindless Unreal? Ah, yes. Phone list.
I love the credits of the film, because it literally shows like all of the
I call you Onyo because that is what you are. The vengeful dead.
It's really cool. I think I have a picture of it. I'll come back and share it if I find it. But it's like, oh my goodness, like literally DJs made this movie happen. And it wouldn't have happened without this community. And Miguel talks about the fact that it was definitely super hard. And to make that happen. Even in in the conditions of then, and he's been asked like, what's next? Why will you do it again? And he's like, if I can find an easier way to raise funds, I will totally do it. But honestly, like the movie itself is awesome. And I do like to say, just a warning, there is adult content so don't watch it in front of the kids, okay? It is available to stream in the US and Canada through Bingeable at the moment. They are definitely hoping to be able to expand that, but that is the current availability. So if you're in the US or if you're in Canada, you can stream it.
Even these creatures need a head on their shoulders. I have had to scavenge ever since I was
it is a bummer. But I think in
They
Europe,
cannot be allowed to live.
Other ways that you can see it. I know that it's on Netflix, but I don't know what countries.
It's my duty to
It's
silence their
not
wrath.
here in the US on Netflix, but in other European countries it might be. So there might be another way calling it, just waiting through Bingeable at the moment, unless you have other ways.
Then, true spirits, I lay you to rest. Now I'm angry.
So, check it out. So, what have you been up to? Have you watched anything interesting? I know
You
that
struck. That is all the reason I Those abominations never should have risen!
Hey dude, go find somewhere else to do your stuff. I'm fucking up my shit here.
What's up, man?
Go to another spot.
What's up?
Go to another spot because you're messing up my stuff.
Right in your screaming mouth!
What spot? You better go where you're at.
No, like leave this area and go to a different area.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's my homie. It's the things. Look at that.
It's over for you!
It's on Gala, but it's not out yet. They're working on it. I'm just waiting for that to come out, I think.
Definitely. In the meantime,
This
so
is
many
to be my last
great,
to drink.
awesome
It was
here in this
truly
space.
foul.
Just the AI tools are just crazy, and not only that, but just the communities. I just barely saw the latest episode of El Círculo.
Nice! Were you a
from our friends in the
craftsman before the
Coders
war?
room. This latest one, the 7th one, was written by Luis himself. Phil Fruco was the founder of the Coders Room. And I mean, the stories are all so different. I love that. Like every single one is like a completely different take. In this case, this fantasy horror type miniseries, in which of course the Queen wrote episode 5 and Jeremy Bob wrote episode 6. So now episode 7 is out.
Your attack was a cry for help. That
So
was
if
your
you ever
answer.
wanted an opportunity to start binging and to watch them all and catch up, the opportunity is now. I just pinned it up, episode 7. It's called Mother. It's called Mother. And yeah, it's just super enthralling. This one just takes you right into the story right away. It's less than 10 minutes. All of the episodes are super short. So definitely something you can dive into if you have not already. Have you gotten a chance to watch them yet, J5?
A very good item to
Not
find.
the recent one, no, but I am going to binge watch them all again when the last one comes out. Sorry, all I heard you say was mother in my head. I just started thinking dancing like, mother, tell your children not to look around. I was like, oh
my god, I remember the acid. Yes! Ooh! Oh, maybe those don't
Another
have
reason to
songs.
hate you. Return to the earth, Unreal.
But yeah, check it out, guys. There's just so much good stuff. AI, narrative.
Your suffering is ended.
And if you have anything to share, please do so. I mean, obviously we are in this ecosystem that are helping to push decentralization forward and actually benefiting the creators and not, the gatekeepers and the middlemen. So that's something we will always strive for and advocate for here.
As I mentioned, my mind is gone somewhere else. It's no longer kitties. Tell Cohen not to walk my way. Oh my god, all I can think of is
you monster! The light in your eyes is extinguished! You must not hurt anyone else!
God. See?
You too must blood. Accept the price. My mistake for letting you so close.
Man, J-Lo, you got that.
Oh no, some things are already done because we know. They already know. They're like, no, we gotta get this ready because there's clones out there everywhere.
Your misdeeds are now behind you.
No, but seriously, like.
They cannot be allowed to live.
If you guys haven't had a chance, please show some love in the comments. RTF is posting things as well as your friends and fam. Always like this whole other conversation going on in there. And thank you so much, RTF, for always highlighting others. And I am still hopeful. One of these days, that will come true, and you will come up and chat with us. Because I cannot wait for that to happen. I don't care what the queen says. She wants to keep it a mystery. Love you, queen.
You know how that goes.
Lifetime of clean living.
Somewhere.
Now this.
Never mind, I don't have anything ready. Oh yes, here it is. How dare you, Carla, say such a thing? I don't care what the queen says. You say that now, but as soon as you hear the fanfare, you're gonna kill the space.
I know, look at me being all brave because she's not up here to defend herself. But look, she's got you, J5.
Shut your face!
There's a reason there's a vanguard.
Your subjects.
No, I'm angry. Karma found you at last.
So what else
Find
is going
your
on,
guns,
friends?
then get revenge.
For you also, lately, it's asking you like 3 times a day.
I heard your cries. A mercy killing.
Is your account suspended, Colin? Because I went to it and it said temporarily suspended. I was going to take a
Is
screenshot
only
of
or
it
out
too.
for blood. No
Yeah,
more
I think
death.
maybe that was happening to me too, but I was like on some kind of a campaign where I was like somebody kept reporting either the post type of stuff or something. Maybe that might be it.
Yeah, what you doing, bro? Get yourself in trouble. No, it really was though. It literally said your account temporarily suspended, but I guess when you woke up this morning, you probably took care of it.
another reason to hate you. Blow out your evil brains.
Having some problems.
Yeah, that's terrible. I do hope for the day too when we have all these issues, and that this first version of it, in the space and J5 goes to space, and it's like, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Everything good? Okay. Always a little bit of anxiety.
So much anger, so much strength. Think you would get away with it?
So is everybody tired today? I have just been this is so crazy because in the school district that I work for, school starts next Wednesday. So this just last couple of weeks have been insane because of course all the schools are trying to get everything together. And it's funny because when you come and tell people like, oh, you work for a school, and it's like, and they think that I have summers off, and it's like, actually summers is busy time because we're literally like closing one year and starting a whole other one, and there's just so much happening. My particular area that I have to take care of is student meals, and you would just not imagine, like literally schools are not only places of learning, but they're also restaurants. If you had no idea, like we literally are treated like restaurants, and there's just so much bureaucracy around that. We are also clinics because we have to follow up with student health items and nursing and immunization. So there's just a lot happening. But yeah, I don't know.
You must all go down.
I've been saying
None can remain.
So I want to hear from you guys. What has been happening? Because I feel like I miss so much when I'm just like non-stop with the work stuff.
They hit very hard.
Patrick, you made it. Hello.
Kamikaze Bonelist is a very sick man.
5,000. And everyone else.
What's up?
In the house.
So the puppies are just as adorable as they can be.
So that hurt.
Remedy every time you go down there. They're smart little buggers because they know that you got food. They start kind of lining up and stepping down. One
I saw the video of that sneaky one trying to go and get the other one. It's always the one that you cannot be satisfied.
Scorched
go and grab some more.
That's what you are.
Yeah, I think that was, I'll have to watch the video. That was Peanut.
Scout is shattered.
Peanut was the letter. He finally
Boneless dishonors his own men's corpses.
Push back.
Together, he must pay.
So that he can get more.
I like Peanut. I think that's a great name for a puppy. I never heard that actually. So, Patrick, did you name them all?
Only names you care.
I only had a couple of names for the ones that I kind of like, but my daughter.
Fallen could fill a graveyard.
Awesome.
That scream will forever ring in my ears.
Have like 30 house, and they all have but they don't need to place them. They can put them down and give them a command, and there's 30 of them, and it's twice 18 watts. It's really cool. But I can't imagine having 30 of your puppies, being trained to eat, in one bowl per time. That's crazy. Gotta be a lot of work to do.
Yeah, it's a lot of work just for 8 puppies. Never mind 30 grown huskies.
Job done.
Do not look at it, Shigenori. Just take what you need and go.
That's insane, T2. Like, huskies are, yeah, they're huge. And they're so furry.
And its kitchen was so small, like, they were like...
I cannot stop until I kill them all!
Small bedrooms.
Unclean!
And then it's just like they wouldn't so they're all lined up.
I've seen too many soldiers throw away their lives. It sickens me.
They're like, what is lined up? And they look at the guy and he puts the bolts down and then they once he gets command and they go for it. It's crazy to watch.
Yeah, if you find the video T2 and share it because that's fascinating. It's just like, yeah, that would be the only way that you could have 30 huskies in your house. They would be so crazy. Well, guys, the poll is officially over. I'm gonna put it up again because it's like way in the beginning of the comparison.
So much strength!
I know there's one person that will be delighted to know that it is going to be Batman Returns as the top selection.
My duty to silence the rest!
Matinee on the Doge McKenzie Discord. Everyone is welcome to come watch on the, what is it called? The Doge House?
Right in your screaming mouth!
The Doge House stage. J5 will be live streaming while we
came back from the grave for this?
Enjoy our popcorn and our concession items. And then we can just talk about the film in the chat. So very, very cool. Son-in-law has to come in with 30% of the vote, so nothing changed from when we saw it like an hour ago. And of course, the double feature did win. So now the choice is, which one are we watching first? I would love to hear from all our spectators. What do you guys think? Patrick, you recommended Son-in-law first, I believe.
That's about it because, in one sense you want to play those spectacular and go with like the big winner, and then in the other sense, save the big show for the actual.
Exactly. It's like, what do we do? So, yep, I'm definitely feeling you, Patrick, like J5 said as well, like, okay, what, this is a tough one. What do you think, T2?
I don't know.
I don't know, J5, it might be like you said, it might be a coin toss. What are you saying?
A coin toss? Yes.
Yeah.
Scorched up.
I've heard of coin tosses, but I never heard of coin toss. Oh my god, you're just making up new words here.
Hey, you didn't do a WEB3 encore with that. It's a web night, remember?
Yeah. Whatever makes it easy.
I think Carla makes up a new word each night, doesn't she, J5?
Oh no, absolutely. I mean, multiple words. You don't catch them all. I won't say anything because I'm like, oh, you know what? Just let her slide. Cause it's part of the entertainment. Then she'll stop doing it.
I would rather drink my own urine.
I don't know that I could stop doing it if I tried.
Maybe can change before
Oh my
you
god.
buy.
Cohen, what do you think?
The room
Batman
gate is available.
Returns,
You may
Son-in-Law.
exfiltrate while it is active.
I don't know son-in-law actually, and half-baked neither. So those are the
Lucky
two that
find
are
this.
most interesting for me. Exploring new stuff.
Tear them to
That's where I'm
pieces.
most,
So would you want to watch it first, or would you want to watch it second?
On you. Oh, this is very sick man.
Wait,
Alright, J5.
son-in-law first? Is that what he said?
I think that's what he said.
That's good with me. That's what I was saying. Like, we'll save the Batman for the last one, right? Because that would be like the main course, right? And the other one could be the get everybody pumped and laughing. You're gonna laugh your ass off.
Charge. I'll tell you next time you can exfil.
OTD.
Just munching on some grindage.
Oh man.
Is that a line from the movie?
He has so many one-liners, yes. Grindage and Wheeze the Juice, and even though it's Encino Man, but he came up with a bunch of different things that he'd be like,
Light in your eyes is extinguished.
Alright, awesome. Can't wait. So it's
Very
the
hot.
Yay! Please join us if you can, if you're willing and able, in the Dirk McKenzie Discord server. We will be watching Son-in-Law starting about 12 noon PT time, 3 Eastern time. And then whenever that finishes, we'll start watching Batman Returns. We actually saw the original Batman, like 3 weeks ago. So yeah, this is a continuation of that. Somebody called Jeremy. Time to get ready.
You must all go down. None can remain.
he's already ready. He's sleeping in Batman costume.
Got it. So he's like the Hulk. He just stays ready.
No, when he literally hangs with the power.
Awesome. Love it. Love it.
You didn't know that? Like when he walks into his house, all of a sudden it gets quiet, and then he gives that little slow head nod. Honey, I'm home.
Damn, that still gives me the chills when I hear it.
It should. It's Jeremy. Come on.
Indeed, indeed. T2, what happened? Did you get rugged?
We must leave to stop a fun list.
Posted it at the top, and in the comments as well.
Even these creatures need a head on their shoulders. Henceforth, I lay you to rest. So many gods!
I love yourself, don't you?
Sound like that, like the Mission Impossible thing, but
I heard your cries. Vengeful spirit, heal my wrath. Vengeful spirit, strike hard. You would do the same for me.
Thank you for finding it and sharing it. There you go. And Cohen, I just saw you shared Art's animation. This is so cute. I missed it.
So much good stuff. I really like this time. And some kind of humor. Season.
I know, she's just so unique. Like, you see her stuff and it's like, that's art. Like, she's got a signature image and style. Even here with the eyelashes. some sushi action going on. What do you think, J5? You were talking about sushi the other day.
Yeah, I was looking at some of the shoes, dude. This is really cool.
Your
Just
suffering is
she's like now playing with WEB3, so that's freaking awesome.
Yeah, so let's share Art's work. Art is the space. She is freaking amazing, super smart. Awesome. Thanks for sharing, Colin. You rock. Oh, we've always important to share friends' work, so we can highlight and elevate each other. Oh my god, RTN, I was totally thinking this.
You monster!
I just pinned it up, guys. J5 is calling the Jeremy Bot Batman. Gotta tag him on this. Did you see it?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
I don't think it's...
Oh, it's up on the top. You see it.
Yeah, I think that there's always a delay. It should come up soon. Very well done, RTF. Totally love my mom. I was like, we need the Jeremy to be the spotlight.
My mistake for letting you so close. You struck me.
Incredible.
That is all the reason I need.
Has that kind of skill set. No, and you're able to put in that. Incredible.
Here, I think. Let's just keep doing it. Maybe they'll feel inclined to come up and chat with us. Just one word, RTF. Just one word, and then you can go back to listener.
So I pinned something up for you.
SpaceX, let's go.
So let's see if they do it. But Flight 5 is supposed to be where they first actual.
They cannot be allowed to live.
Super heavy. So that's gonna be some interesting stuff. Literally what I've been waiting for. They're gonna officially use Megazilla
with greater abilities. Come deep obligations.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. For sure, they already have the 6th booster ready to go, which is what they're talking about. So this is like pending the approval, and then once approved, they'll obviously send it off, and then again attempt the actual match. So that's freaking crazy, right? Like literally, that all goes to the time where they this tower to catch him. Set it down, prepare it for the flight. Because that's their goal, right? To be able to like catch it, put it down, cool it down, inspect it, fuel it, and then send it up again. Its only goal is to basically get the heavy vehicle off the planet space, and once it's there, is they're gonna.
Your attack was a cry for help. That was so handsome.
It's gonna be similar to how they refuel like jets in flight. You know, where they just basically link up, work together, kill it. Their goal is to basically have a fueling station up there, so that these ships can get there, refuel, and then there make their trip versus blowing all the talent getting out of the atmosphere. Right? Because obviously once they do that, it requires like obviously, I mean the payload,
we
all
must
that changes.
leave to stop boilers.
Get it out of the atmosphere. Fuel it, and then the actual journey begins, right? So, but yeah, it's just definitely the first stage of
hitting
that.
me was a bad idea.
Really interesting stuff. Can't wait. Me and T2 were kind of touching on that a little bit, but it was very specific around the topic where basically the Boeing NASA or Artemis piece of it, right?
Another
and not
reason
stuck,
to
but
hate
you know, they haven't actually said what the specifics are, but they're looking for help, right? So it was an interesting topic and conversation. Happens, but the fact that they're
dishonors his own men's
discussing it
corpses.
is pretty crazy.
He must
the other
pay.
thing, and T2, feel free to speak. The other thing that I think was crazy for me is the amount of money spent on that project, right? Like, I believe it's like, I could be wrong, but I believe they spent somewhere over the last
We must
10
end
years,
this
like,
war together.
for X amount of years, like close to 10 billion, if I'm not mistaken. It's like a huge endeavor and loss and something like that nature. So, and the crazy part is that I think the commit was there that they had to do this because they've already been
Shot
building it,
to the
but
head.
the actual SpaceX Dragon was already a better vehicle to begin with. I mean, it's already proven ISS and all these other things, but it's one of those things where
You're
the
out
money
for
was
blood.
anyways, it trips me out because it's like another interesting conversation.
You are too dangerous for me to
So you
ignore.
have the plane, now this, right? Anyways, interesting stuff. When you really look at the whole SpaceX, it's like NASA's average cost for their rockets were between 450 mil and up to actually send shit up to space, right? But they're not reusable. They were literally just space, like get it out there, and that's the end of it, right? Versus SpaceX actually build rockets that are 19 built, right? And once built, they obviously have their usage and utilization. And I think one of them is already clocked over 100 missions, right? So there's just some crazy stuff.
I
where
am
it's
not
like,
a
damn,
fighting
like,
man,
there was
but
years
I
back
would
where
want that.
reusable rockets was a joke, right? I mean, literally, like, there's an entire documentary around, people making fun of that, right? And now you literally have China doing it in, like, cadence. Like, you guys should look this up. There's an actual Chinese company that's building, like, literal copies of Falcon 9. They look just like them, even the as they pop out to let the lad. The new space race.
Those abominations never should have risen.
So, yeah, Lady Rocket's on to something, that's for sure, guys. Just we don't know when, but yeah, some crazy stuff in the works. But I'm excited because in the end of the day, it's just like, this is a private space company versus like, what we're using now, right, which is essentially like, government. It's tax money, right? But like, it's not like we have any accountability for what that money's been spent on, right? Anyways, all right, I'll stop there. Just interesting shit. I look at this.
Fallen
Like,
could kill a
like,
graveyard.
I just remember when it was impossible, or told us to be impossible, and now we're literally. By the way, I don't know if you guys know this, but this is the biggest spacecraft that has ever existed. Like, just look at the history of how many people can fly out in space currently on like Artemis and Dragon, and you're talking 5 people, right? This is gonna hold up some crazy shit. I'm like, wait, what? Like, not the first gens, but the first gens are gonna go out there to try and pick up all the space trash that's out there. But the ones after that, it's like 100 people. Like, this is a whole other undertaking that, like, just is crazy. I'm telling you, when I first heard about the plans, it's crazy. I was like, nah. But now that I'm looking at this, it's like, holy shit, this thing is a monster. It's freaking humongous. And if you guys haven't seen it for scale, definitely take a look at it. It's gonna blow your freaking mind how humongous this thing is. So, yeah, I can't wait. So I'm really excited for this. But for me, the biggest thing to see was them catching it. So when that definitely happens, like, that's gonna be history, like crazy, like history.
Why must I always slaughter?
Reusable.
I never wanted to become.
Not only is this rocket like more power than the rocket ever made, the Saturn rocket, which obviously could send the astronauts to the moon. Like, this thing, I believe, is
another reason to hate you.
But a long story. Not only are they sending the most powerful rocket into space, it's coming back, and they're gonna fucking catch it on chopsticks. Like, what? No. But yeah. So, anyways, when you see that, it's like, wait, what are they gonna do? Like, it's friggin' mind-blowing. I can't wait to see it happen, and I really do believe it will happen, because again, I'll tell you this. When I was first told, cars would drive me around, I'd be like, shut the F up. But guess what? I own pit driving. So, I really think it's going to happen. The same guys saying they're going to do this, the same guys are saying I know they're not perfect, but if you haven't been in one, when you do, you'll definitely realize that it's a big deal. I'm telling you, I wasn't a hater.
I call you Onyo because that is what you are.
But
the
definitely had my
dead.
doubts. But having seen it, having done it, having actually known, it's like there's some really smart people there. So taking that, like my older experience with this and seeing what they've been doing, I definitely think it's going to happen at some point in time. And there's more context to that, and I won't get into the basic piece of it, but definitely know, like I've gotten a chance to really like dive the trajectory.
Return to the earth, Unreal.
Not sure if you guys know this, but on typical cases, like they were saying, variation on there. And the SpaceX team actually found that there's a elliptical pattern.
I call you Onyo because that is what you are. The vengeful dead.
Like 2.5 years potentially out of that flight time using AI. So interesting shit. I was like, good.
Grafson calls them bullshit.
I don't know.
I call that one dead.
Mars.
So much anger, so much strength. Your misdeeds are now behind you. Why must I always slaughter? I never wanted to become
Mars. Why Elon pushing this so hard? That
Mars. Those abominations never should have risen.
Enjoyed by then.
It's very hard. Headshots are a kindness.
So that way they can maximize the amount of fuel, not that they
Karma found you at last.
Yep, exactly. That's useful, right? No, you're right. That's what I'm saying. Like you have finite get space.
You would get away with it.
I hope we can claim T2 bill, and then there'll be a J5 bill on the other side. Big Villa. Have a Lake Cohen, right? I'm down. No, but seriously, like that's some crazy stuff. You're right, like that race is really gonna take off. We're literally talking 12 years.
I am not a large man,
or a little bit less than
like
11 years.
Bigger
Right? But that's like those are gonna friggin' fly. The innovation that's gonna be coming out in the next coming years is freaking crazy, right? I mean, like just I'm sure you saw the news, right? You now have so basically Microsoft is partnering with
vengeful spirit strike hard. You must not hurt anyone else.
I thought I almost said I kept thinking plantain. I'm like, no, that's a banana. What you thinking about? I'm not hungry. Anyways, Palantir banana monsters, exactly. So Palantir partnered with Microsoft, but their goal is to sell AI to the US. Right?
They leave nothing but a
so basically, they're going to be used, which is crazy, because then when you read about it, it's just like, wait, they're going to be using ChatGPT role models? Like, I don't know, man. I was kind of like, but I guess what I'm trying to say is, in this scenario, this is like one of the first historic events in a sense where like the U.S. government is going to be using cloud services, even though, meaning for intelligence. Right, they obviously use cloud services like a AWS Gov sector, specifically Azure has but this is more of them.
It's my duty to silence the wrath.
Or in this case, AI as a service, right? Intelligence as a service. That's freaking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I started thinking about it more, and it's like, damn, I can really use this. Like, I don't know. The reason I'm kind of like sketched about this is because in 2022 I had to deal with a breach on Microsoft Azure, and it turned out it was like the craziest breach I'd ever seen on how they were able to decrypt and get in and bypass applications, right? And so shortly after that event, they came out with the information that when Microsoft was deploying some of the AI, they actually decrypted and unlocked, like, I'll get to this, but long story, the AI essentially unlocked a certain key that we weren't supposed to be unlocked. Meaning, like, when you store your data on the cloud, it's supposed to be taking a conversation about crypto, or in this case, not your data, right? And so, essentially, that AI was able to get into data it wasn't supposed to, and it basically got it was a really big breach in 2022 that essentially showed that Microsoft had that. So that's already been passed. But the whole point is, like, I mean, there's already evidence of that shit, so it's kind of like seeing this is kind of like, I don't know, like, what secrets are going in this, right? So hopefully that's patched, but just to give you an idea of the capacity of this, right? So you can basically have an AI and for defense, right? So you're basically talking about machine learning and AI.
A mercy kill
around what is the real interesting movements, although this is not in the front page. It is, but it isn't. It is on the stock folder.
Return to the earth, Unreal!
The folder, but at the same time, it's just like, what does that really mean for, like, again, first I
cannot stop until I kill them all!
The government side, or the private sector. You would imagine the government would, right? Like, why would they? Let's see the plan, right? I didn't obviously. But still interesting stuff. You know, XAI. But it's gonna be friggin' wicked. The amount of cards or actual GPU processing power is just...
Your attack was a cry for help.
I was really blown away. Like, I believe what they're saying is that it's gonna be the biggest in the world power. Yeah, it's over 100,000 liquid cooled HPC. We did talk about this actually, based on the level of cooling and the amount of work that the tech that I made for that.
That is all the reason I need.
They got a really huge freaking cluster of data.
Shot to the head.
You damn well know there's gonna be some. I expect that guys
feel my wrath.
Or just in general public safety. Not just in the AI, right? Forget AI. Yeah, I'm telling you some crazy stuff.
The fallen in the graveyard.
Got the data center, and then
my mistake for letting you so close.
Holy shit. Like, just remember when Elon announced they were going to do XAI, right? Like, when they took over Twitter and then made X4, right? Took Twitter private. Then there was
attention.
The
room
Twitter
gate
was a public
is available.
company.
You may now exfiltrate.
Private company, thus it's now X. under X Corp and X Holdings, and then XAI is under X
Expand your abilities, yes?
and thus
I
they
expect
funded
you to
that.
share
So
them.
when you look at that, it's like, just so you know, building out a cluster data center like that, that takes some crazy team effort and coordination, not just the hardware, putting everything together, testing everything, getting it up and running. It's a lot of work. So 100,000 GPUs in a single cluster.
I cannot be allowed to live.
But anyway,
you are too dangerous for me to ignore. Hitting me was a bad idea.
Pretty phenomenal stuff, right? Yeah, expectation or pretty
no
high.
more death. I will not have that.
Wow, my mind is blown about this whole Mars and going to Mars in 2035 and the amount of time that it would take to get to Mars being cut by one half. It's really good. Thank you so much, Shifa, and of course, for just bringing us the latest and greatest marvels in our time.
No, let me show you though. Right now I found this is a little bit over. They wanted to give people back there.
Unless dishonors his own men's causes.
No longer available.
He must pay.
Exfil again.
No, this one is just. This one's not in English, so it's not.
Find your balance. Then
give you
get
the one that
revenge.
is. You can see it's like multiple pictures, but the main one to look at is the first actual picture in that setup. And so you can see the differences in the size of the engine. And so Raptor 1
Why must I always slaughter?
Raptor 2 is what's
I
currently
never wanted
flown,
to become
and then
this.
Raptor 3 is the latest edition. So basically what the SpaceX has done is they've reduced the amount of parts the engine actually
Blow out your
so now they're smaller, more lightweight, more efficient, and easier to build. So I forget what the number estimate on this is, but I do know they reduced. It's like 50% less parts, and like the amount of thrust is like it's.
You will not die today.
See, I'll tell you right now. So
yeah, and then Raptor 3 is built to be reused at a really rapid, so they can reuse Raptor 3 like again really fast too.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, no, isn't that crazy? Like, when you look at Raptor 1 and you look at the amount of hardware, piping, tubing, everything they needed to do to make the first gen, then you look at Gen 2, you're like, oh wow, that's
too many
ridiculous.
soldiers
Gen
throw
3,
away their lives.
I'm like, that actually, funny from when I look at that, it reminds me of when I first saw the twin turbo out of the like the way that they stacked and I'm just like, I'm looking at this and being like, wow, they have completely reduced this to the point that, like, I mean, the part, but it gets more even interesting, right? Like, I forget what the statistics is.
Those abominations never should have risen.
The amount of production of how many they made per day is freaking insane. That's what so I think they completely ramped that up, but they were building one engine a day.
Vengeful spirit, I lay you to rest.
Per day, which is crazy. And now this, the fact that they reduced the amount of
ring in my
parts
ears.
engine 1, and they were also able to reduce, like, I guess you could say, the dependency of some of these parts that are from outside of the country. But version 3 is supposed to be 100%
my duty to silence their wrath.
With very little dependency on anything outside of their actual.
Think you would get away with it?
Their own creation.
I call you
though, when I
because that is what you are.
I think that I have no idea. It's definitely like crazy amount of thrust that's now being produced with the newer one. But as T2 was saying, like the reusability is really what they're going after, right? So, but I haven't seen the numbers on it yet, but it's a significant increase. Right. For example, the Raptor 1 was about 175 thrust force, right? Or that's combat in this case. But the actual engine and everything itself.
Return to the earth, Unreal!
Right, versus the one we're looking at now, it's 30. Silence is the force, right? So you're I mean, it's not like double, but the engine itself.
I cannot stop until I kill them all!
75. But the newer one, I heard, so they're talking
fallen graveyard.
So ultimately, it's like more efficient, weighs less, which means they can now. So, yeah, they're definitely grinding this down to the point where they're absolutely crazy.
Shattered.
Yeah, definitely. If you look at it right now, what other players? There are other players out there in the space who are using rockets, but at this point, like if somebody needed to get out there and fly rockets, there are some other alternatives out there, but they like.
Only dishonors his own men's corpses. He must pay.
We're not even.
Bob Scott today.
Numbers,
you
but
monster!
And it was better than
Karma found you at last.
Yeah, can't wait, because when they start putting these on the actual newer rockets, you're going to definitely see that change as well. Yeah, no, exciting stuff. I mean, yeah, as soon as I saw that question from T2 come up, I was like, ooh, I gotta answer this one, because I like this stuff.
They do good stuff, and what I really like about the Raptor is that they use a lot of the most advanced 3D metal printing technology, which I think a lot of people don't really know, but it's really fascinating how they're using 3D metal printing to make real cool.
Yeah, no, that's not that. Yeah, no,
cannot be allowed to live.
Like, that was maybe 5 years ago.
None can remain.
You have the machines that are
son calls them boomsticks. I call that death.
Funny enough, right? Because by the way, I have a lot. I have like 5 3D printers. I got really heavy into like, but actually doing like I have like all kinds of shit. Like, I mean, I have masks and clothes, like I have a buddy that I made.
Mistake for letting you so close.
Yeah, I get crazy. When the reason I bring that up, I remember that tech.
Your misdeeds are now behind you.
So I started buying these experimental which is PLA.
No one's
long story. Some of these were coming in and they had like light metal. So it wasn't like metal, but it was just enough to give you a concept. And then some of them are wood. It was like, wow, how do you do that, right? So
shut your face! Could not help it.
Plastic and create like an actual resin, right? And so when I did that, I actually made like a Groot statue, right? And it was literally made out of like this material. You can literally smell and everything. I'm like, oh shit! Like this is freaking awesome. So, anyways, my point being is how far the tech has come now. We're like, for like someone's around like 30 grand, which is 30 grand, but you can buy a baseline 3D printer and literally start printing out some parts of your design or your desire, right? Or in some cases, license the like the patent or the actual plans for a certain part, and you can print them. I've seen that happen recently with maybe you've heard of them. There is a company called Year One, and all they do is like produce like aftermarket parts for like really old vehicles like Camaros, Mustangs, things like that, and they license out the actual plans, or you could say like
another reason to hate you.
And they either 3D print them or manufacture them and send them out. The exact same thing, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like some people are actually doing that with trinkets to parts that are no longer available, that no one's making anymore, and they start doing that. So yeah, 3D printing is freaking crazy, but the metal 3D printing is just like, dude, it's barely taking off. I saw some that were doing like actual bullet propellers, right? And it's just like, oh shit,
must
like,
end this war
that
together.
used to be all CNC, right? But now you they actually printed a full-size code, right? Have you seen that?
The fallen could fill a graveyard.
Oh yeah, that comes.
Wow, awesome stuff, guys. We really went down for an innovation today. Appreciate that. Learned tons. My brain hurts. Usually it seems like my face hurts from all the smiling going on. My face hurts from all the thinking and imagining. But yeah, this is really fascinating.
Vengeful spirits strike hard.
I didn't follow at all.
Get up, my friend.
You want to hear something? You want to hear something crazy? When they first built it, and they got into this big old debate and thing with Jeff Bezos at the time over the pre-orders and stuff, where like agencies in Texas basically blocked SpaceX from testing this. And so
you must not hurt anyone else.
And so now there's two. There's one in Florida and one in Texas. And so the Florida is where they actually. But my whole point was they literally mobilized.
Those abominations never should have risen. You monster!
It is 469 feet tall or 45 stories. Yeah, it's freaking huge. And the Starship itself, with the actual, like the Starship by itself is 165 feet, not including the rocket. So, just to give you some context, that thing is a monster. Like, it's freaking huge. So if you haven't seen the videos and like the proposed animations of what it's supposed to do, when you see that shit, you're like, they're literally
vengeful spirits strike hard
coming out of the sky. Like, what is going on?
Vengeful spirits, feel my wrath! That hurts!
I was thinking when you see that, I told you
you two must accept the price.
He had like bolt.
I smell the frustration. It's very hard.
Rocket.
Banzai! You struck me. That is all the reason I need. Right in your screaming mouth.
Who wants to go to
stench of death.
Apparently all men.
Did I not say you all have to go?
So you stated that.
So much anger.
Yeah.
So much strength.
All the men of Web3 Encore. What happened to the women, Cohen?
I'm still looking for a little
Alright. Take your time, no pressure. That's so funny. You know what would be a good one is West Side Story. I don't know how many women there are in that one. Alright, take your time. Is there anything else anyone would like to share tonight? We're on our 2-hour mark.
2 hours?
hours already? Wow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm on fast. Wow.
So fast.
And thanks for talking about